What is going on, everybody? Garrison with Supreme Drone Services here. Today I'm going to take the LiDAR data that we classified using DJI Modify. We're going to throw that into Virtual Surveyor and see what all we can do. So here we have the LiDAR, and then we also have the ortho. We're going to go ahead and open up Virtual Surveyor. And then up here in the top left, new project. Go ahead and name our project. Now we're going to import our data. So we're just going to drag and drop this down here into the bottom left. And then here in the bottom left, it says input required for the LiDAR. So we're going to click on the input required. It's asking for a coordinate system. We are in South Carolina. And then it's asking how we want to import the point cloud. We're going to do elevation train from classes, and we're going to do ground only, and then we're going to get rid of the other. We don't need the image train. We have the ortho in here, so we are good to go. We're going to press run, and then this is going to take a second, so I will be back shortly. Okay, so down here in the bottom left, it says ready to insert. We're going to press insert, and now you can see we have our LiDAR and our ortho. So let's go ahead and toggle off the ortho. You can see this is the surface generated from the LiDAR. Okay, now we're going to create a boundary. Okay, so let's come up here to the top center boundary, and then let's start our boundary. Okay, now that we have our boundary, we are going to create a point grid up here in the top center. There are different point grids you can use, but because we imported the ground classified LiDAR, we're going to do rectangular, and then let's do like a 7-foot grid. Okay, now we have our grid here, and you can actually toggle the ortho off, and you can actually take a look at the surface. And so now we're going to do some cleanup work. So for buildings, you can hold shift and then left click and drag, and you can then delete grid points off of buildings quicker. And then you can also individually delete points as well. So we're just going to do some cleanup here for the buildings. You can actually work off of the surface as well. So if you want to come down in here and actually take a look at the surface to delete points off of the surface, you can. Okay, but so now that we've cleaned up some of these buildings, let's, first of all, we'll go ahead and triangulate, and then come up here to tools, show contours, hide 10. And then let's turn off the grid points for a second. You can see the contours here at this roadway. Not bad, but we could definitely make that look a lot better. So we're going to turn the grid points back on. Let's go ahead and delete that triangulation. Now we're going to model this roadway real quick. So again, we can hold shift, left click to select this area. We're going to delete these points here in the roadway. All right, now we are going to up here in the top left, the polyline. And then we're going to start somewhere here along the edge of asphalt. And then we're going to go down to the end of the area we are looking at here. And then down here in the bottom right, you can actually swap between the 3D and 2D view. 2D can help you with line work for sure. And so we can see here it goes along the edge of asphalt pretty well. Now we're going to actually densify this, because as you can see, we've got the point here at the beginning and end. So we'll do maybe every 15 feet, we're going to go ahead and densify. And now we can take the same line and we can actually do an offset. And we can turn on the distance to see how far we are going. And then let's follow this line here for the edge of asphalt. There we go. And then now we're going to actually do another offset line here for the center. And that was about 20 feet. So we can do 9.9. All right, so now we have our line work here. So we'll go ahead and click the boundary. We can triangulate, and then we can do show contours, hide 10. And let's take a look. We'll hide the grid points. Let's take a look at these contours now. So you can see we cleaned up this road here very quickly and efficiently. So yeah, that's how you do your cleanup for the roads. And as you can see here, it looks stunning. So, you know, for your entire project, you're pretty much just going to clean up your grid points on the vertical surfaces on the buildings, on anything that's not ground, and then you can model your roadways. You can do, there's a ton of features here inside of Virtual Surveyor you can actually utilize. Another thing, so once you're done cleaning up your grid, you can actually directly edit the surface. So you can come through and inspect the contours, and if you find something off, you can actually delete it straight from the surface here. I'm trying to find something we can. So this here, like, let's go ahead and turn off the ortho and see what this is. So, honestly, you're gonna want brake lines here for this ditch. But basically, if you wanted to delete this point, you could delete that point, and it would actually directly, you'd see the results here on the contours. So yeah, that's how you use the edit surface feature. But obviously, you're either gonna want to use a tighter grid here, or you're gonna want to do brake lines for this gutter here. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to quickly show you guys some of the tools here within Virtual Surveyor. One of my favorite drone processing softwares for sure. If you haven't used it before, you can get a 2-week free trial, I believe, on their website. So definitely go check it out. If you got any questions for me, leave them down below. Really appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.